I mean, well, affiliate stuff is by no means new. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time with limited success because the thing is with affiliate, you have to have an audience, you have to have people that trust you, and you have to not, preferably not be selling like garbage, right? I mean, you don't want to be just shilling crap. You want to actually be, I try to do with my content. It's like, I use this every single day. I love it. If you love it, here's an affiliate link. And I even say a lot of times, like, if you have some sort of aversion to affiliate link, even though it doesn't cost you anything, some people get upset about that. It's totally fine. Just Google the product and just go buy it. But the idea would be that, like, there's a lot of people that are making money off of almost strictly affiliate stuff because they're making content around it and promoting it. And then every single WordPress plugin pretty much nowadays has that. So, I mean, the concept that I was kind of running by you is I get those questions all the time. And where it starts to break down for me is I've had the idea forever, like ever since I started the agency. I'm just so systems oriented that as soon as I started building stuff, I was like, okay, these are the tools that I'm going to use for these certain circumstances. And this is like the package that I have. Even before I started making content on this channel that I'm now on, I just had that idea in mind. So the ultimate question in the discussion is like, what happens? The stuff that you use all the time totally makes sense. If anybody's, doesn't want to hear that, that's fine. They could Google or whatever. But like, what happens when you get random people? Like, you already have a web host that you're locked in with, you're good and everything like that. And then somebody else says to you, hey, we have a partner program. Love to talk to you. And again, I'll talk to anybody, but you know what I mean? Like that's where it gets a little, muddy for me. Is I don't use XYZ, but maybe they are a good product and a fit for some. So like just navigating that is kind of is I don't know if you had any thoughts or if anybody had any thoughts on kind of what they would like to see there.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you just look at it from a content creator's perspective and you just look at some of our friends and colleagues around the space, I think as a content creator, I don't personally, I don't do it just because I just don't have the time capacity to sit down and sign up for affiliate programs or referral programs, because there are two different types of things that are out there, and then set up a page and then call to actions. And I probably should, right? I'm literally leaving, potential money on the table, but I also don't position, myself that way. I do sponsorships and memberships, and that's just my thing. And that's what I like focus on. But there's nothing wrong with having a landing page and saying, here's my top 3 themes, here's my top 3 web hosts, here's my top 3, contact form plugins, because I think once you're in the game long enough, again, this is just my opinion, that you eventually find certain products, certain hosting companies that tailor to certain individuals, right? So it's not just a one size fits all plugins and themes and hosts kind of roll with that because they're trying to get as much as they possibly can. But I think you could build a strategic landing page that said, look, if you're a nonprofit, a small micro business, maybe this web hosting company is for you. Mm-hmm. If you're a media publisher and you're doing millions of page views a month, maybe this web hosting company is for you. Or you're a developer, an agency type, and you need certain things to deploy sites, to manage sites and manage code. This web host is perfect for you. And then the same goes for like themes and plugins. We kind of talked about this on our last episode where, when I was running my agency, I always had here's the affordable option. Like, here's the affordable stack. Not only is it what I will or won't do in the service, but it's this theme, this plugin, it's this price, and it's this price because of this stack. Here you go. Here's what we have to offer you. Or it's custom, and then now we can start the building blocks of other pieces of software or other custom code that we're putting on top of this. So I think like WordPress is ripe for that kind of landing page and offering. If you fit the bill, use my referral links. If you don't want to use the referral links, fine.
Right.
This is why I think it's cool that I don't see this a lot in the WordPress space, is to use a coupon code at checkout for other. If somebody wanted to sponsor you and they're like, hey, instead of using the referral affiliate link, Mark, then use, Mark 10 at checkout and get 10% off. And then the company would say, okay, Mark has sent us X amount of sales or leads this month.
Yeah. You have to do something to incentivize people to do it too. If like, that's the best practice. If I ever become a plugin creator or whatever, it's always going to be more like that, where maybe you lower, maybe the you lose 10% on the sale and you lose 10% on the affiliate commission, but ultimately it's either that you lose 20% like that kind of, or not even exactly, it'd be a different number, but a lot of times it'll be like 20% straight commission, but the customer doesn't get anything out of it. They just have to pay full price, which is, they're not paying more or anything, but it's just another incentive to like, hey, we're giving, this is another way for us to, partner with people and affiliate and stuff like that. So I like that coupon code idea for sure.
Yeah. I saw somebody in post status ask yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, that they had somebody ask, they had a customer ask them for a pre-Black Friday sale. Like we're in March. We're not even, we're not even doing Christmas in July yet, right? Yeah. And people are asking for Black Friday. And it's a weird thing. Like the WordPress space is weird. This is a topic onto itself, but so many people just expect discounts. They just expect stuff to be super free. We talked about this with page builders, in our last discussion, is there's just this level of expectation in the WordPress space that from the end user, the consumer, that it's cheap, free, and fast all the time. And I think that's an issue. I think that's a solid issue.